Alright, this is a KC-10 differences video. Try to talk about a few things that might throw you off versus the KC-135. Starting out, let's see. First, the TACAN, you get bearing and range, so that's a positive versus just range off the KC-135. Let's see, some common errors. One, I would say to park yourself in the astern position further back than you normally would, just because the KC-10 is so much bigger than the 135. So get in there, dock with the mothership. Let's get to 50 feet, the astern position. Again, the boom should be a couple of feet just above me, and it should be pointed at my feet. So let's close it until we get there.
Cajun 2-1, copper 1-1, cleared to contact position.
Right around there. So everything else still applies. Want to get nice and stable here in the stern before I close. Try to achieve a 0 rate of closure, and then once I think I'm stable, then I can push the power forward and try to move about 1 to 2 feet per second. In terms of visual references for the 10, there's not a lot to look at, honestly. In terms of physical features of the airplane, you can't really use any nozzle references on the engines like you can on the 135. So, but the 10's a nice big stable platform and is easier to refuel against. In BMS, it might be probably about the same. I don't think there's any actual differences between the booms, but I'd have to check on that. The real one gives you position and trend information versus the 135 only gives you position. So the real one, it might feel like the boom's more sensitive only because it's even if you're in a good position, they might tell you if you're trending in the wrong direction. So, all right, so 50 feet. Come up here and been a little bit low. I haven't hit a 10 very often lately, so let's close in there. Come around to the right side this time of the boom, since I tend to be hanging out on that side. All right, within 10 feet, lights are off. Try to park it here. Might be a little high and close. Let's back that up a little bit. Yep. Left. Pull a little power. Add it right back in there. Come on. Get a little bit low now. Let's come up.
Contact.
All right, contact. Ooh, get this stable under control here. Still a little bit low, so I'm going to come up. Try to do it slowly. A little forward. Come aft.
$1,000.
Yeah, the real 10 boom is
Cajun
going to be a little
2-1,
bit
copper
more.
1-1. Heads up, tanker is entering turn.
It's going to be a little stiffer compared to the 135. All right, there's something I want to point out here. All right, so a good vertical reference, about the only thing I have, are these two antennas. I believe they're VHF and UHF antennas. You can see the nose of the airplane here. Well, they stick out just a little bit past the nose. So I want those to be sticking out. If I'm too low, then they'll just disappear into the nose. I won't really see them. And if I'm too high, then they're going to stick out a little bit further. So just have those sticking out just a little bit. It's a good vertical reference. Again, there's nothing else really to look at on the engines or even the wings. All I've got is this yellow line here for my center line, and that's about it. All right, so let's try this out. Still too far forward.
2,000.
The boom limits are 6 to 21 feet extension, so I've got a little bit more compared to 6 to 18. And then the azimuth limit, I've got plus or minus 23. versus 10. So I've got a little bit more room left and right that I can play with. So I'm just intentionally moving over here to the right. I'll come back over to the left.
Disconnect.
Well, I guess that's about all I've got. I'm topped off here. So yeah, I'd say the boom needs to be a little bit stiffer. Still not too bad. Still takes a little practice. But there's your KC-10 differences for the most part. Thanks for watching.